Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope we're all having a great day today and we're all doing well. So in this video, I actually kind of wanted to talk about the future of Siege and specifically the future of console Siege. Now, we have had the Xbox reveal for the new Xbox and the Xbox Series S, which is the small version. They look pretty cool. I won't probably be picking them up purely just because I've played PlayStation my whole life. And I've got nothing against Xbox. If you want to play Xbox, that's perfectly fine. I've just played PlayStation my whole life, and also on PS4 Siege, I've got all my stuff, all my elite skins, everything I've had ever since I started playing Siege on PS4. And when I get the PS5, obviously all those skins and all my content and everything is going to move over to the PS5. So it just wouldn't be very smart for me to then just switch to Xbox and start fresh on Siege again. So today is actually going to be the PS5 full reveal tonight at 9 PM UK time. They're going to get the price, we're going to get the release date, we're probably going to get pre-orders, maybe I'll look at some other games, and yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Now my prediction for this is probably the standard PS5, which has the disc tray in it. I'm going to guess is probably going to be $500 or pounds. I can't really see it being any more than that. I'm pretty sure Sony are smart enough to see how much the new Xbox is going to be, and they can match it on price. And I'm probably going to think like the discless version is probably going to be like 100 less. I know a Blu-ray disc driver like these days isn't £100 more, you know what I mean? But it just comes down to the system, because if you think about it, the PS5, which one has the disc tray, and think about this for the Xbox as well. If you get the PS5 or the Xbox with the disc tray, you can open yourself up to buy games on the second-hand market and from like retailers and stuff like that. Whereas if you buy the ones without the disc tray, you're limiting yourself to their own market. Now I'm actually not 100% sure on Xbox. I'm pretty sure though, and if there's any Xbox players, could you correct me? But I'm pretty sure on Xbox you can only buy games off of their like market, so you can't buy it off like an online website or something. That might be wrong about that, but that's what it is on PlayStation. If you are going to get the discless version, you're only going to be able to buy games from the PlayStation Store, so Sony are kind of limiting you into their market, but you're obviously not forced to buy that. You can put in a bit more money and get the version with the disc tray in it. I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do yet. I've got a lot of games on disc. Most recently, I've not bought any games on disc. The majority of games I buy now are all digital, but I do kind of just want to have that option there for a disc tray just in case. But I'm going to see what happens when they reveal the price and everything and see how that goes. Luckily, I own Siege on digital, so I don't have a physical copy of Siege. So I'll probably, maybe won't get the disc tray version. But, I'll see if there's other games, because a lot of the games I do have on disc, I could probably just easily buy digitally at a cheap price because I've had them that long and I've not bought disc in about 2 to 3 years. The only game I have right now on disc is Ghost of Tsushima, and yeah, I'll probably buy that on digital, if I'm going to be honest, if I do get the digital version, because that is a great game. But what's cool about the upcoming, update on Siege, you may be a PC player and you may be sitting there saying, like, I don't care about console Siege, and that's perfectly fine, but if you want like this game to thrive, you need to love both versions of the game. You need to love the console game, and you need to love the PC game. Maybe love isn't the word, but you need to support it. If this game didn't have the big console community that it does, the esports wouldn't be as popular, or your content creators wouldn't be as popular and stuff like that. And that's the same for PC as well. I don't really like how this community is so hateful between both sides. Like, hate on console, and then you got these console players who hate on PC and stuff like that. It's like, come on, we're all just playing the same game here. It's the same between PS4 and Xbox. Like, why argue? We're all playing the same thing. We're all together in this game that we love so much. We have things that we hate, like unanimously. We hate cheaters and stuff like that. But I don't see why we should be hating each other for loving the same game, regardless of platform, regardless of system. We should all just be enjoying ourselves and just, be a community together. We should love it all together. And, we really shouldn't really care how people play the game. It's just how they enjoy it. So, I'm going to talk about next-gen Siege, because like I said, the PS5 reveal is tonight and everything. We actually do know that Siege on next-gen consoles are going to run at 120 frames per second at 4K. And, that's pretty good. If you don't want to upgrade to PC or anything and you still want to be console, just like I do, I am getting a PC, but I'm not full switching. I'm still going to play PS4 or PS5 mainly as my Siege platform. This is great. 120 frames per second at 4K. That's what more could you want? And another thing is, Siege on next-gen consoles. Sorry, Siege on the PS5. This is kind of for people who are going to switch to PS5 and still stay on Siege console. See the controllers for the PS5 controller. The whole thing with that is that if you have a new game on the PS5, the PS5 controllers only work on that. You can't use a PS4 controller, say on the new Miles Morales game coming out, or all the new PS5 launch titles and stuff coming out after PS5 launch. Games that are backwards compatible, so GTA 5, Rainbow Six Siege, you can use your PS4 controller on that. So if you get a PS5 and you are playing Rainbow Six Siege on it, you can use your PS4 controller on that, or you can use the PS5 controller. That's just something I've just seen people a bit confused about, because I know personally myself, I'm really excited to use the PS5 controller. But my PS4 controller, I have the official Sony back button paddles, and I don't think they're going to be available for the PS5 controller, and I like using them for Siege. So probably I'm going to stick to my DualShock 4 PlayStation 4 controller if I'm going to play Siege on the PS5. But obviously I'll use the PS5 controller for all the other games, because it's got those triggers and everything, which is really cool. I remember reading that, I can't remember what game it was, but the actual back trigger for shooting on the, I can't remember the name of the game, but if your gun locks, it actually won't let you push down your trigger, and that is so cool, and I cannot wait to see how that's going to turn out. I'm pretty sure that's true, because I read it on an IGN article or something like that, but that is going to be so cool, and yeah, I'm actually really excited for the PS5 controller. I guess I'll just have to wait and see how it feels, and maybe I will switch to using that when I play Siege. But currently, like, out of all the controllers I've used, you know, I've tried like a Razer Raiju, I believe it's pronounced, and everything, and I returned it after 2 days. It was terrible. The best controller I've ever had on PlayStation for Siege has just been the standard DualShock 4 controller. The standard official Sony controller has been the best in my opinion. Now, I'm sure a topic a lot of people are thinking about when going into the next gen of console on Rainbow Six Siege is probably a mouse and keyboard, right? So I'm just going to give my stance on it here, and probably how they're going to fix it. I might go into this more in another video, because I know how big a topic it is, but I'll just say here is, if you use mouse and keyboard on console, right, I get that you want to use a mouse and keyboard, and I'm so for being freely to use whatever input device you want. It's just not how it works right now, and it just isn't meant to be played like that. If you use a mouse and keyboard, you are cheating, and that I'm not going to sugarcoat or anything, that's what it is. In my perfect world, for Siege on console, all these mouse and keyboard adapters inputs should be blocked. If you do plug in a mouse and keyboard directly into your console without an adapter like that, you should be placed on the same servers as PC players and Xbox players and PS4 players who have controller, and even if you're on PC and you put in a controller, you should be able to play together. That's in my perfect world. When I say that I'm against mouse and keyboard on console, I'm not saying I'm against people wanting to play mouse and keyboard. I'm perfectly fine if that's what you want to do, but it's just not how it should be right now, and I feel like people should respect the rules that are set in place by Ubisoft. So I really think what they should do is just, I know it's a really out of Ubisoft's control here, but in my perfect world it would be the adapters are just blocked and they don't work. Controller players on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, all are in the same servers together, they play together. If you are on console, you can plug in a mouse and keyboard directly to your console, and you'll be placed on PC servers, and you can play with other mouse and keyboard players, and you can lean and everything like that. And yeah, that's really just what it would be in my perfect world. I just want to like clarify, like, I am against using mouse and keyboard adapters on console, but I would like in someday for people to be able to freely play a mouse and keyboard if they wanted to, but now is just not the time, because the infrastructure just isn't there. And I hope you understand my point here. I'm not trying to limit people's choice, it's just now is not the time. And I really hope you know, Ubisoft, Sony and Microsoft really come to like a decision where they can make it that way. I feel like that would be the best for all the community, because we're not getting people who are then using a third-party device to get an advantage over people. We are going to be getting we're actually going to get people allowed to use the input that they desire, which is the best outcome. And obviously all controller players are only going to be placed against controller players. So that is just really my perfect world. I really hope like Ubisoft get more we get more information from this. Obviously, I'm not blaming Ubisoft at all, because this problem is a lot out of their control, despite them actually saying that they are looking into fixing like this, which is really great for the really great that they've said that, and huge respect for them to looking into that, because it is a big problem. But I'll probably go into this more depth in a video another time, because it is a topic on its own. But I hope you guys understand the point I'm making here, and yeah, that's all I really have for this video. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about next gen console Siege, if you're excited for it, what console you're going to get, PS5 or Xbox Series X. Don't be hating on people if they say the other thing. They're both going to be extremely great consoles. I just want to know which one takes the cake for you guys. Let me know your thoughts if you're going to be watching the PS5 reveal later. Drop a like if you did enjoy, dislike this video if you didn't, and I shall see you on the next video. Love you all, stay safe.